Hello everyone and welcome back to Wicked Art. It's Wicked here and it is Tiny Tuesdays. So I put up a little poll. Now that we got the community thing open, I can start seeing what you guys want to see. I hope some of you actually want to start voting. It was still kind of low, but it was enough. But some instances, like the Tiny Tuesday question, we got ourselves a little tie. Okay, so I had a few choices and the options were Chibi Marvel, Chibi DC, Pokemon, etc. So there was a tie between Pokemon and the Chibi DC. So I'm going to be doing two. So make sure that not only you watch and follow along with this one, but for this one, since Tiny Tuesdays don't take that long, I'm going to just go ahead and do both. So I'm going to do the Pokemon first in this video, and then I'm going to do a Chibi DC hero in the next one, okay? So make sure you go check that one out. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I thought it'd be cool if we draw one of the new Pokemon from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I just saw a trailer for it the other day. It's called Grafaiai. It's like a little graffiti lemur monkey thing. I really liked his design. I thought it kind of looked cool. So we're going to draw him today. So this is from the new Pokemon game. So we're going to start with kind of this stretched out, almost like an egg shape, I guess you'd say. And we're going to round up towards the top. And then as we come down, it's almost like drawing a giant eyeball for the head shape. Okay. Alright. So let's make sure we can get that camera to focus. Alright. So now I want to kind of stretch this up just a little. Keep it nice and round up there. Okay. So now I have my head shape, right? So I can come in here and we can build out other shapes, like the shape for the head, or not the head, the mouth. Okay, so that'll be that in that area. Next thing I can do is, he's kind of has like, it's hard to tell with Pokemon sometimes if that's their fur, if he's got like paint on his face, but he's kind of got like a mask shape, so we're going to have to kind of draw out another kind of circle for the rest of the head. Okay, so that'll serve as the rest of the head. And then what we'll do is we'll come up here to this area and we'll draw out the ears. Let's kind of go out this way some. And that comes down into the head here. Okay, so like right around here. Kind of have that come out. Okay, so that'll be one ear. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to this side. And we're going to sketch out the shape of the other ear. Let's kind of round that this way. And we'll bring that down. And we have our second ear. So it's not quite as big just because it's, you know, going to be kind of turned on the body a little bit. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to come down here to this area. Okay, and we're going to draw the body shape. So this will be the neck down into the stomach. We want him to kind of look like he's slouching over. So we're just going to build the body this way. Okay. The next thing I can do is I can work on the arms. Now he's got these really long, like I said, like a lemur type arms. So we can take that back, like right here. So let's close that off like right here. Okay. And then we can take the actual forearm down to the ground. Okay, we can just kind of round that off. And come down. Okay, so we'll just work in some finger shapes here. Almost like it's on the ground. And then he's got this really long center finger that comes out. And it has like a paint like quality to it. So that's why he's called like Grafaiai, because he kind of like paints over trees and different things. So he has this really long finger. And then what we can do is we can divide that here so that you know this is kind of like a teal color, and then it goes into kind of like a pink, and then right here is pink as well on the hands and the fingers, and then that's just a regular kind of a bluish gray hint or tint. If you want to see how he's colored, you can just go watch the trailer. Okay, now I'm gonna do the leg on this side as well. So I'm just going to kind of come out this way. Okay, so I can clean out that part. It'll kind of look like it's going behind the arm. Okay, and then I can simply just come down to the ground. We'll come to the other side on the knee right here, and that'll take us right into the feet. Okay, so now I have myself a foot down there. And we're going to come over here to the other side. And we're going to draw the other leg. Kind of curve it in like that. Then we can come to like this underside of the belly right here. And come out with the other part of the leg. And just have that come back. Come back a little bit more. And then have the feet come out. And instead of this being rounded, let's just run it back like that. And then again, I can just come down here, the foot, and round that back like that. Okay. Now, we're going to do the other arm. Before I do that though, I'm just going to go take care of the tail, just because it's easier. So we just kind of have to imagine the body comes down, and out here comes a tail. I want it to be a little bit a thickness. So we'll go like right here with that. Okay, once that's curved up, we can just draw the simple tail shapes. So it's a little bit bushy right here. And that kind of comes back. And then we want to come out some here. And one more here. Maybe not have it touch the ear. Okay. And then he's got like a white stripe wrapping around his tail there. Okay, now same thing. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and add in some detail here. So like right here on the stomach, it's almost like he's wearing like an artsy shirt or something. And then like right here, all you gotta do is just erase and refine that area there. And then we just have the white like triangle tiger stripe. So let's just go ahead, since we're down here, let's just go ahead and refine all of our line work. Okay, and we want to get that same kind of stripe, but we're only going to see this much of it right here. So again, I can just refine my line work, and I'm just going to clean up all that kind of sketchiness. Same thing with the arm. Let's just refine that. Okay, then again I can clean up any sketchiness just to give it a nice clean look. Okay, we'll refine this foot down here real quick. And continue with this arm here. Just refined all that, so I'm just going to clean up the sketchy lines. Okay, and I can do the same thing with the stomach here. And let's just go ahead and refine the tail as well. Okay, that takes care of the whole lower half. Alright, now what I want to do with this face is we're going to draw our hand, right? So we're going to put in the finger, that middle finger anyway, that kind of comes out. Okay, and it has the drippiness from the paint that comes off. Okay, and we can kind of just curve that around and come back out again. Get that kind of a drip look. And then as we bring that back, because this finger is really long, it's going to come down past the face a little bit. Okay, so we'll kind of take this back, come down past the face. So you just can refine that as well while you did that. Okay, so now that that's come down, we're going to take the rest of our finger and get that drawn in. So that'll be one finger there. Then all you have to do is just kind of come over and we'll draw another finger here. Okay, so you can go ahead and refine that out. And bring our palm back. And then we want this to not look so flat. So we'll take this down and then you'll just kind of curve it out. Leave a little bit of a line, but we want to curve that out past the hand. Okay, so we can take the forearm down. And then from there, all we have to do is just simply close that off and curve it back. Okay, so again, just clean up any sketchiness that you have. Don't forget that he has the magenta pink looking fingers, so we can draw those in to show that separation in color. Okay, so let's skinny this up, the arm to be somewhat consistent. Like that. Okay, so now that we have that in place, I can come in here now and we can refine this nose shape. Okay, but we want to split it, come down and make almost like a triangular shape. Okay, the reason we're doing that is he's got teeth down here. Alright, and then we can just bring the rest of it back in that way. So once it's all refined, clean up that sketchiness. And anytime you're cleaning up the sketchiness, if you want to just, you know, redraw back the lines you have, he's just got these 4 little whisker marks. Okay, it's almost like he's honestly got like 4 nostrils, and that could be. They didn't really like go into details in the trailer what he has. So let's refine out this side of the head. Okay, and then what we'll do that is we'll make the eyes this way. Okay, so he's got pretty large eyes on his head. So like this whole area out here would be like the eyes. So what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of bulge that out to look a little bit more buggy. That way it looks a little bit more like an eye that we would be seeing from that angle. Okay. And then he's got a purple outline to the rest of his eye here. And it's almost like he's wearing a mask. So like we'll draw a line that curves back this way. Just round that out. And again, I'll just clean up that sketchiness. Now since I'm over here, I'm going to go ahead, let's bring that ear out just a little bit so we can get more of a curve. So we want to go and kind of round right here. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and put like the line here, but I want to do the hair first. Okay. So if we start like right here on the eye, we can come out like that. Okay, and then just curve down. Okay, and we can just kind of, let's cut that back some because we want another piece kind of come out from here. Kind of like that. Okay, so again, we can kind of knock this back some. Okay, so we're going to curve another piece up this way and have that come out. Okay, and then we'll have one more. This one's just going to kind of come down right in there. So I can erase back that part of the ear. And now that I have my hair drawn in, I can refine the ear on that side. Okay. Now with the eyes, I know we just refined this, but I'm looking at it. We're going to kind of do like a triangle shape and then have it curve out. So it's almost like a robin mask in a way. Okay, so now I'm going to take this part of the head and we're going to come past the hair. So we're just going to refine that. Come past the hair just a little bit. And then clean up the sketchiness. And then we're going to want to come in here and get this second eye in. So let's just put like a little scowl line here. And then around this, like that. And then all you have to do is just curve the other part down that way. Okay. And then make him look a little twitchy. So you just curve him this way so it's almost like the eye's closed a little bit. And we want to get that little bit of a bulge look for the eye. So let's take this to the corner more. And it might be too thick. So let's try to get as close to this line as we can. Curve that back. And we can just clean up inside. Again, clean up any sketchiness that we have. Okay. And now for the head, we're just going to keep this shape here. Okay. Kind of have our line come out. And then we're going to curve our ear out to here and just refine the shape we already have. Okay. Now we can look at other things like back of the head here. We have a slight, shape coming off the back of the head. And that'll connect right there into the neck. Okay. And then right in here, we'll have our head shaped like that, okay? So now I'm going to do my usual thing where I go around and I thicken up the edge. Just because, but I'm going to take this time to just say thank you for everybody who is still watching. Again, you can leave comments about anything, things you love to draw. These Pokemon games, you can let me know which Pokemon you're looking forward to the most to see their evolution. I will respond in the comments. I always do. So if you wanted to share your thoughts with me, I would love to hear it. You can also leave suggestions for art videos, or just ask questions about art in general, like what I do to approach certain things. Likes would help too if you want. If you like the video, like it. If you're new here, please, if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel so you can see more art content. I just love drawing and showing people different ways that I construct and draw different images. But yeah, I usually do this part if you're new, just because I think personally it makes it pop off the page more to thicken up the edges in this negative space, so these open white areas where the edges are touching, I go through and I thicken it up because I think it just looks nicer. But yeah, you'll see when I'm done, it'll kind of make it like pop off the page a little bit. Again, that is just a personal style choice on my part though. You don't have to do it. Another reason though that it's helpful is if, let's say you're going to color this with a colored pencil, you want a nice black outline, you can either do it like I'm doing it in pencil, or you can use an ink pen or something. That way when you go to color it, you don't lose all that work that you just put into it when you cover over the top. So if you ever notice, like when you do markers, it just like bleeds over everything and kind of overtakes your line work, or when you use colored pencils, it kind of fades out your actual pencil lines. So, I mean, it's honestly up to you, but I just think for if you're a person who likes to color your images, it's more beneficial to have this outline. And like I said, it just makes it look good and pops off the page. Okay, so we're almost done. We're just going to swing back around. And almost there. You know what? Hang with me, y'all, because when I'm done doing this, I'm going to add a little something to the eyes, just to make it separate a little bit more. So he does not have, your traditional animal or human pupils. So we're going to put some reflections, just for a little bit more eye detail, so it's not just like flat. And then you could color around those if you're choosing a color, or maybe you want to practice your shading on this. Just go around that so that you don't fill it in, and you'll have this nice white area that'll look like a reflection. Okay, so like I can come up in here to the eyes. We can add these little like reflective parts in here. Just so, well, I want to kind of keep them in the same spot so it looks a little bit more natural. Let's bring it down some. Like that. Okay. And let me just refine that. But yeah, that's going to do it for our Grafaiai video. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you stuck around for the whole video. Feel free to share your work with me on Twitter. Remember, like, share, subscribe if you want more content. Other than that, keep sketching. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. All right? Bye.